Ja, ich bin's wieder, Keso Heran. Hier mit meinem Let's Play von Wright, Destinies. Wir treten an zum Finale dieses Spiels und damit zur finalen Schlacht gegen das Phantom. Der jetzt meinte von wegen, dass er vergessen hat, wer er eigentlich ist, wie er aussieht und Und jetzt fragt er uns wegen dem Mondstein, warum ich den nicht herbringe. Naja. This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule. I think I will do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... Fudge! It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens. Richtig, es ist in die Luft geflogen. Es ist weg. It looks like you have finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. I can't believe it. Have we really reached the dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent. And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prior. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright. At least you put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono? I know, I'm trying. There's only one thing that can unmask this menace. The moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little fragment still exists? Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture? Very well, Mr. Wright! Let's see your proof! What evidence will finally prove Phantom's identity? Nun, was haben wir denn hier? Wo haben wir es denn? Gucken wir uns das mal genauer an. Wir erinnern uns an die Bombe von der ersten Episode, welches das Gerichtsgebäude in die Luft gesprengt hat. Hier finden wir tatsächlich was. Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom? And the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity? Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing. Specifically, right here. Wie man es ja gerade an dem Flashback gesehen hat, der Mondstein ist schwarz und gelb. Genauso wie dieses Steinchen. Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article about the head won! Now, please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there is a rock-like object with the same coloration? Oh my! Yes, I see it! It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. And DNA testing on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable! But that's impossible. A surprise, to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. And you'll be having a DNA test too, fool Wright. Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the testing! Yeah? Prosecutor Blackwell, what do the test results show? There was a rock fragment that had blood in it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed it was the witness' blood, didn't they? There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you are the Phantom.
Objection!
Moment, was? Huh? Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh? Boah, fick dich! Why?
Why?
It was a pretty good objection too, don't you think? Now he's me? So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? Huh? No, not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright! I mean a witness, Mr. Wright! Can this trial get any more insane? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph and those just like it? How can you be sure they're pieces of the same rock, moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Care to explain what do you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Don't be absurd! Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anybody can see they're the same. They had the exact same coloration.
Objection!
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
But your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago I tripped and fell in this very courtroom and was hurt pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble? Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds. And yet, I suppose it's not completely out of the question. I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought that the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. You're the last person I want to hear that from! Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible. And why not? In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you'd need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, There's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. Au! No! So ein mieses Arschloch. Boah, ich hasse den Kerl. There's really no way to prove it? Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it, right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care. We do? We do, even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. Is it true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing, as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smiles when you see what I've got. Try me. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost is this. Nämlich, wenn wir uns nochmal ganz genau erinnern, Athenas Ohrring. Er besteht nämlich aus den letzten verbliebenen Teilen des Mondsteins. But just about the only things my mother left me with are widget and this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left with you a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do! Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah! Oh! You mean? Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future! This is the defense sample of the moon rock! That's your sample? This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from the original moon rock! What? All this time? It was all right here along? No! It can't be! If the composition of the bombed fragments and the earring are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed that the blood on the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I might not have Athena's ears, but now even I can hear the fear in your voice. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all my emotions behind years ago. Halt's Maul! Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust. And I suppose you do. I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me. Couldn't get over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Halt's Maul, die Zweite! Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? How can I run from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
Objection!
Und halt's Maul 3D! I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so, people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? The fear inside of me? Is this? No. Ah! Ah! I'm afraid! I'm scared! Ah! I feel fear! You can't outrun yourself! Remove that mask and unleash your emotions! Confront your guilt head on! Without your own true face! My own true face? No, please don't! I know you're here! Where are you? See, I haven't revealed anything yet! Honest! My own true face! I don't have one! My face, my face, my face! Is this my face? Is it? Is it? No, that's not it! No! Oh! This isn't me either. Ah, this is me. Which one is my face? What am I? Where am I? Ah! A sniper attack in this very courtroom! It chills me to my bones! Gut gemacht, quiet. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak! Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright, his imposter doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying. Ooh! That was fortunate for all of us! The analysis of that final piece of evidence Wright submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that this is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4 and all his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all.
Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell! Zum Beispiel, warum er überhaupt beauftragt wurde, hier die Bomben vor 7 Jahren zu legen und Dr. Sykes umzubringen. Weil, ich weiß nicht, für mich wurde das nicht wirklich klar. Sicher, er ist ein Spion und er hat in einem Auftrag gedient. Aber was war das? Was war der Goal? Das ist so die einzige Sache, die mich stört. Aber ansonsten... Bravissimo. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end! But, before I do, will the defendant please return to a proper place?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, not guilty!
Finally!
Court is adjourned!
Danke, lieber Richter.
Und jetzt erstmal Zitronenbonbons essen. Ich hab nämlich Post bekommen.
Sorry, da musste sein. So. Boah, wie spät es da schon ist. Alter. 20. Dezember, 9:12 Uhr. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 5. We did it. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Pearls. And thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I can do.
But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy! I'm so glad to see you!
Trucy! Are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up.
Oh, Trucy. That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Right. I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth, we never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Aw, come on, Edgeworth, what are you talking about? You're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? As well. We knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial with... Oh, whoops! Entschuldigung! Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw to it I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Oh, Edgeworth. Danke. Yeah, getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? It should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey Edgeworth, think we can finally bring the dark age of the law to an end? Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it.
Oh, the complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals.
Athena? Ach, Athena. I'm forever in your debt. Aww, Blackwell. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas.
Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Just barely. But I still made it.
That a girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out. Ja, aber laut Widgets sind es Freudentränen. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you.
Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that.
It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life.
Like what?
My honor-bound duty to protect both my life, my mentor's most beloved treasure.
Huh?
That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai, through and through. Well, it looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo? Athena? Thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off.
You bet, boss! What a team we are, huh?
It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm going to work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Right Anything Agency.
Well, nobody's going to try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many more people out there who need our help.
You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Yep. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges, who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the dark age of the law to a close.
Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles.
Huh? Nothing like a bowl of Eldon's noodles after a trial. All on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at the Right Anything Agency. Right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Huh?
As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles.
Huh? 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 I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come. Who knew you'd grow up to be such a generous gentleman?
Leute, ich bin kein Goldesel, was Geld scheißt. Guys, under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Only if I get to join in.
Hey, no fair! I want to say it too!
Okay, here we go. Objection! Genau! Das musste man tief mit Luft machen. Ha!
I was trying to think of something nice I could build for Pauline, so I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. You think I should found him a few legal cases? Nah, that's okay, with the Wright Anything Agency after all.
Sorry, das geht ein bisschen schnell, aber ich versuche mein Bestes.
Tina and Polo were so wonderful in court. I'd better study as much as I can. I want to be a judge someday. My grandma says, eat lots of peppers until ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow. Green peppers or yellow peppers? Or maybe I should go with hot as the sun, red peppers instead.
Wegen Apollo, ne? The end of dark age of the law, you say? Such a hot native. Don't you know it's not necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Haha! Pain, du Opfer! I've been asked to debut the great masked wrestler Timbasaru.
He's scared to go against the Nintendo though.
What to do? A fight of the finish with myself?
Why don't you ask Mr. Demon Lawyer to be an amazing Ninetales too?
Not a bad idea. Go for it. Go! So we are to meet as foes and we met little friends. Sorry, das geht mir dann doch zu schnell. Would you believe it? I'm Alderman of Ninetales Vale now. Pretty impressive, huh? I took over after ex-QB of the good of my beloved village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to help us out? Hey you! What do you think you're doing? Ah, the jig's up. Better make a run for it. Der kann es auch nicht lassen.
I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming genuinely interested in law, so now I'm studying to the bar exam. I'm going to prosecute Athena someday. You'll S-E-E.
I'm studying my buns off too, but not for the bar exam. I'm going to pass the Themis interest exam for my own merit this time. With a score of 100 points, of course.
You, Juniper, our dream will live on forever!
Ach, die zwei.
I found really sweet bugs for all the freedom, but they won't near them. It's because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or judge. But anyway, thanks to the trial, the school newspaper future is bright. Now let's see what the fresh blood have to say in the new school paper. Our editor cried so hard in gradient reels, the codeboard box got soggy.
Oh Mann. Wunderschön. Ich frag mich, ob ich jetzt gerade an das Lagercom komme. The one night only reunion concert. I still remember the evening of passion. The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. When she is a judge in her own court someday, I'd love to have a championship. I'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah. I can already hear it now. Wunderschön, Klavier. Ich kam ran. Wie cool.
I gave this place a good cleaning from top to bottom. It's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of the people in this office. With Mystic Maya due to come here once your training is over.
Denk doch fein, Pearly. Dann will ich mal eben noch kurz anschließen, damit nichts passiert. Aha! Humanity dreams for space will never die. Impact's planning for the Het 3 rocket has already officially begun. The Copper Army becomes the great nation. It wins the glory of Yuri Cosmos. What do you... Oh, Director! Yes, yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. You have just leave everything to me. Assistant Direct Yuri Cosmos, surrender my Fischstäbchen! Like always. Like always. So.
I'm going to the moon in a new rocket. If it's seen our mommy metas came to the moon, I would love to show them around. But which is more interesting? Montes Pyrenees or the Mare Tranquilities? You think they would like either one? Yay! Hooray! I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you used to.
Oh, armer Klonko. Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time, for me and Clay. Thanks to my lawyers. I know you should never give up, but I'm worried. You can't breathe in space, and in fact it's cold as heck. Oh man, now I'm getting really nervous. Oh. Pessimist wie immer. Ach Mann.
No, I'm not employed here. I simply came to request their service defense. No one's around and I've been kept waiting for a long time. What sort of case brings you here? Your father is accused and you wish to attend to defend him? Then perhaps you and I shall meet in the courtroom in the near future.
Ach, Blackie. Simon, du Spast! I look forward to your next month's salary, son. Forgive me. Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills in the prosecutor's office to light. But seems solving that case has thawed the chill of winter into warmth of spring. Oh, I owe Wright another debt of gratitude. I will repay him one day. You can trust in that. Ja, Edgeworth. Ich hoffe mal. Jetzt gehen die richtigen Credits wieder los. Und wir sehen nochmal wunderschöne Bilder. An dieser Stelle müssten eigentlich sowas wie eine Review wieder kommen, was ich von dem Spiel halte, ob ich es geil finde. Was rede ich da? Natürlich finde ich das geil. Es ist Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney Goes 3D und das haben die richtig, richtig super gemacht. Zwar ist es schade, dass zum Beispiel einige Sachen nicht mehr zur Geltung kamen, wie zum Beispiel das Fokussieren. Es kam nur sehr wenig vor. Dafür aber dann die Mood Matrix umso einiges mehr, einfach weil es dann das Zentrum doch für das Spiel geworden ist. Aber wenn man schon von Zentrum spricht, warum ist dann Widget so, ja, so im späteren Verlauf so kurz gekommen? Das ist dann doch wiederum schade. Und wie ich auch am Ende gesagt habe, von wegen, der eigentliche Grund für den Mord an Dr. Sykes, wurde das eigentlich geklärt? Nicht wirklich. Da verlange ich echt noch ein bisschen mehr Infos. Oder wahrscheinlich hat man sich da gedacht, dass man da eine gesamte Organisation oder so als Bösewichte macht. Vielleicht kommt dann die Resolution im nächsten Teil. Denn, wenn einige aufgepasst haben, ein 6. Ace Attorney ist inzwischen angekündigt worden. Und ich bin mal mega gespannt, was man jetzt daraus macht. Die Trailer, die da drin sind, versprechen schon wieder unheimlich viel. Viel good stuff. Und, also, I'm looking forward to play this. Denn ich habe wirklich Spaß an dieser Serie und es ist einfach nur toll. Geile Story, geile Charaktere, super Fälle und natürlich auch die Turnabouts. Also sprich die... Ach Gott, wie heißt das denn nochmal? Plot-Twists, genau. Gut. Ansonsten kann ich jetzt sonst nichts mehr sagen. Ansonsten, wie sieht's bei euch aus? Hat euch dieses Let's Play gefallen? Und... Das würde mich jetzt interessieren. Also ihr wisst, wohin mit eurer Meinung. Kommentare! Wunderschön. Capcom. Gut gemacht.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think.
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right.
Through the years, I've seen as much joyous and heartache, honestly, as deceit. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow. Illustration and anime cutscenes galleries have been unlocked. Please go to Extra and DLC to view them. Natürlich wird das Ganze abgespeichert. Und wir sind wieder im Titelbildschirm. Wenn man schon bei den Extras und DLC sind, hier haben wir sie nämlich. Illustrationen, Anime-Cutscene, natürlich die Kostüme. Wenn man in den Shop geht, kann man sich für ein paar Cents oder so einen Klamottenbunch für jeden der 3 kaufen. Ansonsten ist noch die Belohnung für das Durchspielen des DLCs noch drin. Und ansonsten, ja, Anime-Cutscenes, wie gesagt, und die ganzen Bilder zum Beispiel kann man sich alle wieder nochmal angucken, die da aufgetaucht sind. Also richtig nices Zeug ist dabei. Genauso wie die Anime-Cutscene kann man sich jederzeit nochmal angucken, wenn man Bock drauf hat.
Nice gemacht, auf jeden Fall. Und damit... Es war der wohl längste Weg von allen Ace Attorney-Spielen bisher. Ich meine, es gab welche, die richtig lange gingen. Das weiß man ja, so 60, 70 Parts. Aber keiner davon hat über 100 geschafft. Das hat's bewältigt. Aber jedes einzelne dieser jetzt 104 Parts insgesamt, für mich war es lohnenswert. Episode 5, Turnabout for Tomorrow, abgeschlossen. Genauso wie das gesamte Spiel. Und in diesem Fall bleibt mir jetzt auch nichts mehr weiter zu sagen, als dass ich mich für das Zuschauen dieses Projekts bedanke und mich darauf freue, mich auf das nächste zu stürzen, was ich hoffentlich dann nächste Woche präsentieren darf. Und ja. Und zum allerletzten Mal jetzt erstmal hier für dieses Spiel, egal ob positiv oder negativ, eine Bewertung ist immer gern gesehen. Das war's von meinerseits. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal in einem anderen Projekt wieder. Oder wenn es wieder heißt... Objection! Sehr geil!